Hey, what's up? It is DJ. Today we got 10 mods to take a look at for Farm Sim 22. In total, all platforms got 3 new and 1 update, and PC Mac players got 1 new and 5 updates. If you like staying updated with all the latest mods in Farm Sim 22, at least for now, make sure you subscribed, and let's go. Starting off with new ones for all platforms, got one I know you guys have been waiting on. This is the Lizard 379 from Slush's Modding. 425 horsepower on here with a manual transmission, 500 liters of fuel, 49 mile an hour max speed. It weighs 8 tons. There's fact sheet info. As far as customization wheel options, we have standard. We also have a long chassis, short cab, a short chassis, short cab, long cab, standard chassis, long cab, long chassis, and back to standard again. So quite a few different options through here. This one is quite interesting. I know there's some people that would really like that option, and this one, let's be fair, long cabin, long chassis, it's probably going to be the most popular, with maybe standard second. I don't know, which one do you like the best? Bumpers, we have a standard setup, standard with lights, custom, and then back to standard again. Exhaust, we have number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and back to 1 again. Feel like I'm at the eye doctor once more. Visor, we have number 1, 2, 3, 4, and nada. Horn, we've got a couple of those, yes and no. Panel, we have wood paneling on the inside or standard, which is kind of like a, I don't know, plastic? Yeah, plastic. Fenders, we got a couple setups for those in the back, which is very nice. Lights in the cabin, yes or no. Now, that's not lights in the cabin, that's lights on the cabin, so just heads up through there. And then side sticker, simple. So we start with no, and then we go with yes. And it's just farming on one side, farming on the other. Just says farming. That's it. Simple sticker it is. Make color. Here are your color options to choose from, including a nice chrome setup. Gotta love that. I do like a red truck, though, so we'll go with like a Massey Ferguson Case I, something like that. Design, we can change this up as well. It's going to be all the metals. We have another design here as well, though I'm not seeing anything change with that purple, at least with this setup. We have another design. Goodness gracious, it's going to be your tanks. And finally, rim colors are rim colors at the end of the day. Let's see if we can go through here and see what's going on with purple. What's changing? Well, for once, I'm actually at a bit of a loss. I do not know. Who knows? Let's get ourselves just this one. Turn it on. Boy, it sounds good. What else can we do with this? We've got passenger sports, so that's great. No opening of doors, nothing like that. No beacons. We just got lights on low beam and high beam. It does move it though, 75 mile an hour max speed, and it'll get there pretty quick. There's also a Jake brake sound as well, which sounds phenomenal. Next up from Agritonu, we have the Lizard AGT 450. It's a little quad for you guys. 104 horsepower manual transmission, 55 liters of fuel, goes 91 miles an hour. About lost my breath looking at that number. 1.1 ton weight, and it's got a 1.6 ton winch. Very cool. As far as customization on here go, we have the engine setup. On here goes. So that AGT 450 is just going to give you 104 horsepower. Then we have a probe meter on the left-hand side. We've also got a programmable injection on the top. Not sure what's up with that, but we do get 134 horsepower, and then we've got multiple versions of that. We also have it in the automatic as well. So if you don't want the automatic, it says, or a manual, if you want the automatic, it says that, but it doesn't change on the left-hand side. So I'm not sure what's up with that. Wheel brands, we have Midas, we have BKT, Nokian, and that is it. We also have a couple different rim models to choose from, too. As far as fenders and headlights, we have fenders with headlights, without fenders, with fenders, without headlights, without fenders, and without headlights, and back to standard again. So plenty of options there. Stickers, we've got a couple different options here. We've got some pretty cool stuff. Nice livery setups through there. That one's pretty sweet. I think we'll go with, yeah, we got to go with the black sticker. Hand protection, standard setup. Hand protection in primary color and secondary color. Feels like GTA talking about it like that. Front suspension color, we're primary suspension color, which is going to be in there. Then we have black. Well, in between both of those. Bumpers, we have a couple different models for bumpers, which is very cool. Model number 1 looks great. Seat and handle, we have back seat, we have white seat, black seat with the white handle. and then so on and so forth. Exhaust, we have a simple black exhaust over on the right-hand side. Metallic, double, which looks awesome, and double metallic. Let's go with double black. That's pretty cool. Foot protectors, we've got those as well. Let's go all the way up with that. Handlebar accessories, we do have a few things on the front with that, including a light. That's pretty cool. And attachers, don't tell me we have a 3-point, please. Please no 3-point. Oh, thank goodness. That makes me happy. These things look ridiculous with 3 points on there. We got rear hitch and we've got front hook. Boom, there it is. Rear grid, you can throw that on there. I think it looks pretty cool. And then we have colors. So front part, let's change this to a Massey Ferguson red. Rear part, maybe a green. That does not look good. Let's maybe change that a little bit. There we go, that's better. And then we have our frame color, which does look pretty good in red. And the rim colors, of course, are rim colors at the end of the day. Black looks great for that. And then we have our license plate, which means we get to jump in and play with it. Sounds pretty cool. Let's see. We've got the feature that bumps it, so we can do a wheelie, I think. Is that a mod I have installed, or is it just do that? I'm not quite sure. Let's see. Let's gun it, and then I don't know what that's doing. It's not doing anything that I'm familiar with. If you go very, very fast, it is difficult to get grip on the front wheels. So just be aware of that. I have no idea what's going on. It's got plenty of power, though. Let me tell you, it is putting the power down, and I'm drifting like a madman. That is very fun. Let's see. Can we die? Yes. That's not what I wanted to happen. Yep. Hey, there we go. All right, so what else can we do with this? We've got raised and lower suspension, which is very cool. And anything else? Doesn't look like it. We do have a passenger seat, so that's awesome. I do have a mod on PC that allows me to switch between those, so there is that. And lastly, we have our winch, which is very cool and quite long as well. So there you go. You can have a little bit of fun with this, a little bit of role play with it too. Have a good time. They got plenty of light options. Let's go, yay! Boy, it drifts so good. Look at that, I'm hauling the drift. Not as insane, but still pretty cool is the Lizard 6443. Another truck. This is the last new one for all platforms today. We got 2 semi-trucks and a dirt bike. That's awesome, a dirt bike, a 4-wheeler. 350 horsepower on here with a manual transmission, 250 liters fuel, 55 miles an hour, and it weighs 11.8 tons. As far as the engine option goes, we have a 350 horsepower and a 600 horsepower engine. Wheel setups include standard number 2, and back to 1 again. Facing configuration, we have design 1 and 2 on the front wheels. Light configuration, we can change up those. That's going to be on the very front. It's kind of like a newer and older look. Very nice. And then wings, there you go. We got 1 and 2. Very simple customization. As far as customization for colors, you got your main color, you got your disc color or rims, then we have the hubs in the middle, and that is it. Let's get ourselves one of these, throw it in the game, turn it on. Sounds pretty good. And then take a look. Doesn't look like there's anything that we have, but we do have passenger seating for 2 passengers. Not 1, but 2. It does get up a little bit slow. However, the gears are super wide, so you're going to have no problem getting up and getting moving in Farming Simulator. That's great. It just drives good, man. This is smooth. Yeah. But that's not all. So in here we also have trailers. We have the hopper trailer. This is going to hold all of your standard auger wagon crops. So if you go with hopper, this is auger wagon crops. Going to drop everything out the bottom. We have Continental tires and Trelleborg. And, well, that's it. Trelleborg can stand up between standard and wide tires. And then we have the color of the trailer and the color of the rims. I'm sad. Those are the only 4 you need. Then we have the Semosval. I don't know what that means, but I can tell you it holds all bulk material. 45,700 liter capacity. Main color, of course, main color. Disc color is going to be your rims, and the hub color is going to change up there as well. So you can get yourself a truck, you can get a trailer to match up with it, and you're good to go. I think there's even a trailer hitch on the back, isn't there? Yeah, look at that. It's a little trailer hitch. That's so cool. I'm going to pick it up and throw it. Yay! Your only update for all platforms today is the CSZ Implements Pack version 2.1.1. Added support and configuration for pickup, whatever that means, and various minor functional fixes to the machines, as always. Jumping over to the new ones for PC and Mac players, we only have one of them, and it is called the Old Brick Cow Barns Expandable Pastures. As far as I can tell, there is no regular version of this, so it just is what it is on PC. You've got some pretty cool stuff around towards the inside here. Of course, milk naturally there. We can open up, and this is version number 1. You can see farm number 1 with 1 cow. Because this is expandable pastures, you are going to have to put down said expandable pastures. And no offense, but I don't know enough about this mod to do it justice. So I'm just not gonna. So there you go. There's one building. Option number 2 possibly over here. Again, you can buy stuff, but I just want to kind of give you a tour around. Looks pretty good. I will say a lot of these buildings are starting to run together now. However, you don't really get too many animal barns that are PC only. So I reiterate that part one more time for you guys. And then option number 3. This is not all though, but option number 3, we've got an area up top, including a lock on there. Great hayloft up here, a lot of extra room, a lot of room where you can move around. That makes things nice because it's connected. It's all flat ground. You can bring in some type of skid steer or something like that, maybe an older telehandler, and be good to go. Like this, I dig these a whole lot. And if you want to dig some manure, well, you could do that as well. We've gotten, I think it's 8 new manure clamps that come along with this. So we have 6, which are all a little smaller. So we have like a left L and a right L, and then a U shape. And those are going to be available in small and medium. And then we have wider U shapes in like a medium and large kind of setup. Well, wide and maybe extra wide. So there you go. That is everything that comes in this pack. Lastly, let's talk about updates for PC and Mac players. First one's Courseplay version 7.5. New course generator 2.0 with new features and updated help menu. A multi-tool course now contains 2 to 5 single courses for each lane depending on the amount of vehicles that you selected. Added food mixer wagon, fertilizer, lime, manure sprayer, and the Revamp LT Master as a valid target for shovel mode. Added chopper unloader support known for from FS19 back in. Second unloader not supported. Added line preview while drawing a custom field on the map and can hold left shift to draw straight lines. HUD rework for future project. Waypoints, no more cast a shadow. This might increase performance a bit when waypoints are active. Shovel position is slightly tilted down and finer height adjustment, 0.05 steps. This should help with some silage silos not getting empty. The course on the AI menu map will now have arrows that show the direction of the lines. Multi-tool courses generated with previous releases won't work. You must regenerate them with this release. Although non-multi-tool courses saved with previous releases will work, they recommend to regenerate them for best results. Added an option for waiting on the field for manual refueling tools and refill fuel. More bug fixes and increased description to 80 with the game version 1.14. Now I'm bringing my mouse across here to show you that, warning, while this version is backwards compatible with older save games, it will write the courses to the save game in a new format. Older versions will not be able to read these game saves with this version. If you install this version and you decide to revert to the old one, you must back up your old save game beforehand. And of course, as always, you can view the complete changelog on the GitHub page. Next up, Vidhostice Maps version 1.3.01 fixed growth stages for sunflower and soybeans and corrected the spreading coefficient for compost and biomass. And a bit of a tongue twister for Bees Revamp version 1.1 and multiplayer functionality, reduced load while playing with precision farming and calculating the field info, added translation for IT, added support for more Beehive mods, and fixed a bug for conversion from Terralife weeks in stock months for the last week in Feb. VIP Order Manager version 1.4 Terralife Plus compatibility, internal view of products and their calculation parameters, and revision of the logic of how the products are assembled for the orders. And lastly, CSZ Implements Pack AF version 2.1.1 added support and configuration for pickup and various minor functional fixes to the machines. And that is it. Thank you for hanging out with me. Hope you enjoyed this one. Drop a like if you did. Get subscribed if you're new and join the GoHam fam. As far as I know, this will be the only video today. If you haven't checked out Farm Sim News from yesterday, definitely go do that. You don't want to miss it. Well, yeah, did you know dynamic pastures are confirmed for Farm Sim 25? Just saying. All that being said, including that, hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.